welcome back. And if it's your first time, well, I'm glad you found a video. I'm Lisa, and today I'm going to read you a book, and it's Don't Blump the Glump by Shel Silverstein. Something interesting I just read right before we started recording was that most of these little poems were in Playboy magazine. So yeah, it's interesting, I think. So the prologue says, "Now the bears and the bees and the chimpanzees are creatures with which we're familiar. But what do we know of the humble-backed moe, or the ring-tailed speckled hillier, or the tongue-twisted rubber-necked billier, or the gorp-eating calicozillier?" Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apologize for if I mess up these made-up words. So yeah, just bear with me. So, glump. A warning for those who chance to meet a wild glump coming home late at night. Down a dark street, past a graveyard, all alone in a storm. Don't blump the glump. Oh, there you go. That was the glump. So watch out, I guess, because they'll come after you. You don't know what will happen. Could be bad, could be ugly. Hopefully not, though. Quick disguising Ginnet. This is the quick disguising Ginnet. Didn't he have you fooled for a minute? I wonder if this isn't such a well-known book because it's not like the other ones, The Giving Tree and Up in the Attic or whatever that one was called. Those are the ones I remember. I've never read this one, so that's why I got it. Hopefully I don't regret this. The accident. I think I've killed a dickery. I did it by mistake. I thought she was a ball, so I bounced her off the wall. I had no idea at all that she might break. That poor little dickery. It's like Humpty Dumpty. Well, the coffee doesn't have any pictures, so I'm not going to show you this right now. That silly fish, the coffee, has been swimming in my coffee, but now I've drunk it up, and he isn't in the cup, and he's nowhere to be found. Do you think that he's drowned? That would suck, but I'm pretty sure that he drank the coffee, and I don't know how well it tastes. I think pretty disgusting. The underslug Zath. I fear the wrath of the underslug Zath. Will someone else tell him it's time for his bath? I guess he must be stinking up the place or something. Zerbangderock. Yeah, the Zerbangderock has just arrived, and it's up to me to announce him. How do you pronounce him? Yeah, exactly my own problem. Thanks, Silverstein. The Gletcher. See the Gletcher in his cage? His claws are sharp, his teeth are double. Thank heaven he's locked up safe inside, or we'd all be in terrible trouble. Well, I guess we're all in terrible trouble. He kind of escaped, it looks like. Kinda am curious how he looks. Sounds pretty interesting. The Trap. Let us set a little trap for the Grinch, Grinch, Grinch. We can catch him if we wait. I shall be the hunter and bold, and you shall be the bait. Better watch out. We're coming for you to use bait to catch this Grinch. He doesn't look like the Grinch stole Christmas, though. So, must have been a different one. The Bibbly. I feel like he looks like a dog that's head is by his feet, like somehow decapitated and by his feet, or maybe that's just how he lives, backwards. The Bibbly's habits are rather crude. He shuns all ordinary food, and rather enjoys girls and boys, so when you sense him drawing near, pour some ketchup in your ear, and pretend you're in a roast, or a poached egg on toast, or a small piece of blueberry pie, and maybe he'll walk right by. Now, if some of you really want to do the whole like ketchup in the ear, mustard in the ear, please do, and take a picture, because I would so love to see these pictures. It would be quite interesting. I feel like it'd be gross too, and hard to get out of your ear. What if it would rot and mold? Yeah, I don't know if that's good for you, so maybe you shouldn't do that. But if you do, I would like to see some pictures. I find it very interesting. So once again, I find some sand in my kitchen soup. Chicken soup, sorry about that. Now I'm not accusing the fluke, and I don't say that it was the goppet, but whoever it is better stop it. You hear? Whoever it is better stop it. I don't know how I showed you that because there's no pictures, obviously. Ooh, the terrible Phesus. He looks really interesting. And sad, but interesting. There's a terrible 20-foot Phesus. Shh, I don't think he can see us. Did he see you? I don't know. It looks like he's looking in this corner of his eye. It's kind of like the Doctor Who episode with Amelia and the doctor, and he says, look in the corner of your eye. If you watch Doctor Who, I think it was season 5, you'd know what I'm saying, but if you don't, that's okay too. Some people don't like Doctor Who. Slithergatey. The Slithergatey has crawled out of the sea. He may catch all the others, but he won't catch me. No, you won't catch me, old Slithergate. No, you may catch all the others, but you won't. Yeah, I was pretending that it caught me, so my terrible sense of humor. You can pretend I died and cry a little bit if you want. It makes me feel a little bit better. The Wild Gazette. Late last night I had a terrible fight with a wild gazette with eyes of white and a 50-foot height, and he gave me a fright when he gave me a bite, and then he squeezed me so tight, but I fixed him all right. I turned on the light. So, yeah, you with kids who are afraid of monsters under the bed, in the closet, whatever. Turn on the light. Open the door. Make them look under the bed. Or, I mean, I guess you can do it first if you really want to be the knight in shining armor, and then make him look under the bed, or her. And then, yeah, problem solved. No ghosts. Or monsters. Or you can just let them sleep in your room if you want. Pointy-peaked Parvarvis. The pointy-peaked Parvarvis, a creature most gregarious. Oh, maybe it's Pavarius. Yep. Let me restart that. Pointy-peaked Pavarius. The pointy-peaked Pavarius, a creature most gregarious, who's never taken serious, poor thing. It doesn't matter where he is. He's jeered by a person various, who shout out, look, there he is. Those wait for him to sing. Well, it's kind of like people in a circus, there to entertain. Not sure if all of them, well, probably the animals are not very happy to entertain. They're not treated quite kindly. So that poor little Pavarius, he should be set free. Man-eating Fullet. This is the tale of a man-eating Fullet. Let's not pull it. I'm scared to see his whole body. I can't imagine what it'd look like. Something's been eating my mustache again. I think it's skittering I think it's the skittering skeep again. It's gotten to me in my sleep again. If y'all have mustaches and all of a sudden wake up without one, yeah, it might be the skittering skeep. So you might want to do a little bug control or monster control possibly. When the glub-toothed slime comes to my house to dine, you may find me in France or Detroit, or off in Khartoum, or in the spare room of my Uncle Ed's place in Beloit. You may call me in Philly, Racine, or Rabat. You may reach me in Malmo or Gore. You may see me in Paris, and likely as not, you will run into me at the store. You may find me in Hamburg, or up in St. Paul, in Kyoto, Kenosha, or Nome. But one thing is sure, if you find me at all, you never shall find me at home. That poor little glub-toothed slime, looking for him. I think it'd be pretty cool to meet Shel Silverstein. Probably an interesting character. The Gelly. See the 28-ton Gelly? He'd love for you to scratch his belly. Aww. Oh wait, I think that's his mouth. I wish I could hear him little, like, you know, like how cats purr, whatever that thing would do, the Gelly would do. Be interesting. I think the sky, I don't know if you can see him, looks like an alien. The slurm. The slavery slurm at the first sight of trouble will squirmer and bend himself double, and wargle his elbow up into his ear, and pull in his ankles, just to disappear. Some people, I bet, including myself, could wish that they could do that. Sometimes. The flustering fant. Some animals pop from cocoons, while others spring up from the clay. I've heard that some drop from balloons, or ride in some other ridiculous way. But the tiny-toed flustering fant, and please don't repeat that I said it, he grows from the stem of a bibulous plant, and the snob never lets you forget it. How rude. The considerate, soft-shelled pheasant. You'll never know an animal more considerate of human feelings than the soft-shelled pheasant. Someone has mistaken this one, and he's too polite to say he isn't. Super white, so it's hard to see. Long-necked preposterous. This is Arnold, long-necked preposterous, looking around for a female. Long-necked preposterous, but there aren't any. Poor little long-necked preposterous. I would find you a female if I could, but I'm pretty sure she's probably extinct. About the bloth. Looks like a rhino and walrus. In the undergrowth there dwells the bloth, who feeds upon poets and tea. Luckily I know this about him, while he knows almost nothing of me. Looks like a big blob on the camera, I feel. So just imagine a walrus and rhino. See the muffer? Above you. See the muffer? Who? You don't? Well, anyway, you see his tracks. The muffler has gone to You don't. Why, that sly old beast. I do believe he's gone and covered them up. Looks like it's about to rain outside. Hope it doesn't rain when I walk to my graduate school thingy. The Galloping Chris. Have you seen anything of the Galloping Chris? Purple-eyed and dripping fat? If he went that way, I'll go this. If he went this way, I'll go that. I feel the See the Muffer one is kind of like the Emperor's New Clothes, because they keep saying, oh, nice new clothes, only stupid people can't see it, so then no one wants to be stupid, so they keep saying, oh, it looks wonderful. Except that kid, brave enough to tell the truth, but I'm pretty sure he didn't know that I'd make him stupid if he said it. The Gursty. Does anyone here talk to Gursty talk? Do you know how to say goodbye? I'd like the Gursty to leave next Thursday, and all I can say is hi. I think that thing is a little cutie right there. The plight of the panda. In Manitoba, Canada, there dwells the lop-eared panda, a native of Uganda, who sort of lost his way. The strangest beast I've ran into. He is tended by a Junanta, who comes from South Atlanta, Georgia. The one-legged Zantz. You see him up there. Please be kind to the one-legged Zantz. Consider his feelings. Don't ask him to dance. Yeah, never ask me to dance either, because I don't know how to dance. I got that from my dad. He doesn't know how to dance either. Even on his wedding day with my stepmother, he didn't dance with her. She danced with her friends. And yeah. I can slow dance because I don't have to move my body, really, because it just looks awkward. Like you don't want to see it. The furless Flachum. The little sign says, do not put this collar on. The most contrary beast alike is the furless Flachum. What do you think of this clever trap that I've invented to catch him? I guess it's reverse psychology, so they do not put the collar on. So maybe it'd work. There's a Gretchen in my kitchen. Looks pretty big. There's a scaver-backed Gretchen who lives in my kitchen and makes his home under the sink. and lives upon gipes that crawl up out of the pipes, and he takes only potsum to drink. He is friends with the little lubberd who dwells in my cupboard, and often at night after dark they will sit on the stove and converse with the scrove, and catch a few skinch for a lark. Then they'll call to the blossets, who creep from the faucets. They'll sit on the tea kettle's brim, and the slithery scarbage crawl out of the garbage, and jump in the soup for a swim. They'll sing with the wispies, who live in Rice Krispies. Ooh, I hope I never eat one of those Rice Krispies. And serve them my cheese and sardines. And they call to the Zocks in the old napkin box to come down and play bridge in the beans. Then you may run a race to the silverware case with the gruppy who drinks all of my beer, and he'll dance with the muffin inside of my oven and whisper sweet sounds in her ear. For the Gretchen's in love with the muffin, poor boy, but she loves the backbiting Smee. Or is it the Jace? Well, in any case, I'm glad you could make it for the tea. Wow, I look really tan now because we lost all that lighting. We'll just pretend that I went to Hawaii for a quick few hours and got this nice tan. A family affair. Oh, the bulbous browl is a beast with a soul, in a manner serene and sedate, a model of meekness with only one weakness, and that is for eating his mate. Hi-ho, a masculine need for his mate. Now the white-breasted bird is a delicate bird with a song that's tenderly sung. She is gentle and shy, with a matronly eye, and a fondness for eating her young. Hi-ho, a motherly love for her young. The young gross-bottomed brood, he takes milk for his food, and goopies and bran for his tummy. When sometime at night he can swallow his daddy and mummy. Hi-ho, a filial love fills his tummy. And oh, were you here for the wedding, my dear, and the quiet buffet that ensued? When the bulbous browl wed the murd, I am told, and produced a young gross-bottomed brood. Hi-ho, a gurgling gross-bottomed brood. Interesting. I wonder which one's the father and the mother, but I can see the baby for sure. Oh, it is raining. Just a light sprinkle. Grue. How to deal with the grue. Don't pooh-pooh the grue, for if you do, he'll bite you through, and chomp and chew and swallow you. But if you don't think he won't. Kind of looks like a happy, grinning pig. It's kind of scary. Just kind of. With chicken legs. That's so weird. The bald top drone. I see you there, old bald top drone, hiding in that ice cream cone. I'll get awful, awful sick if I give your head a lick. I mean, it looks like ice cream, so maybe he was a paranoid schizophrenic. Who knows? How to catch a gleech. If you want to catch a gleech, take a paper bag, find a cardboard box, dig a little hole. Put the bag in the box, put the box in the hole, put the gleech in the bag, and there you are. But if you're trying to catch it, aren't you trying to leave a trap for it? I don't know, I'm confused. Or maybe if you catch it, you just want to keep it, and that's why you have that. The egg of the grill. This egg is the feather-breasted grill's. If it makes you feel funny just looking at it, imagine how the grill feels. Yeah, it's just a purple globby thingy. The skinny zippity. Oh, pity the poor, poor zippity, for he can eat nothing but greely. A plant that grows only in New Caledonia, while the zippity lives in New Delhi. It's on that page. Oops. We've been caught by the quick digesting geek, and now we are dodging his teeth, and now we are resting in his small intestine, and now we're back out on the street. That's gross. You were in someone's poop. The zoomies. That one right there. The ostrich is known to bury his head, the zombie so much more discreetly. At the very first inkling of danger or dread, will bury himself most completely. If he glimpses the sound or the odor of man, he envisions a horrible death. So he buries himself deep down into the sand and sits there just holding his breath. So the next time you're down to the beach at Strand, so sunny and splashing gay, remember the zombies sit under the sand, just waiting for you to go away. The flying festoon. I'm going to ride on the flying festoon. I'll jump on his back and I'll whistle a tune. And we'll fly to the outermost tip of the moon, the flying festoon and I. Oh, I'm taking some crackers, a ball and a pern, and we're leaving it this evening, precisely at noon, for I'm going to fly with the flying festoon, just as soon as he learns how to fly. Poor flying festoon. Probably like the penguin and the kiwi, they can't fly. I don't think penguins can fly. Pretty sure they can't fly at all. Which I learned interestingly that penguins, they like to have intercourse with dead penguins. And I don't mean just raped dead penguins, I mean penguins that have been dead for a year. Just like a random little fact that I thought you should know since I know now. In Waukesha, Wisconsin, I'm assuming. Or Whisk, I don't know. Look at it, I think that's adorable. In Waukesha Whisk, you take quite a risk. Whenever you go to the movies, for there in the dark lurks the double-toed bark and the man-eating scale-faced scoobies. There are gobble-eyed gorks and slimy-tailed borks and hunchlings and broggy-beaked busies and gumboons and growers and globobobs and creasleys of various sizes. There are bony-backed bleaks and razor-toothed cleeks, and the shivery shrieks from the gatoring geeks are worse than the snort of the snorkel. Their glumgourds and speen, and the grismy's scream may awaken the foul-tempered Fisk, and the scale-faced Scoobies and that dwell in the movies, right here in the Waukesha Whisk. Man, so many words I don't understand. And it's raining harder. It's so beautiful. That's like, a lot of people don't like rain, but I do, because it shows, like, everyone gets their umbrellas out, and being on campus, a lot of people get them out in the same area, and it's like a colorful rainbow. And then there are also the weird looking umbrellas, which are interesting. I also find it funny when their umbrellas, like, go the other way. I need to find my umbrella since I live off campus. It was free, and it's a big one, but the Gumpelgutch. Who's that yellow guy? Go over and play with the Gumpelgutch, Tommy. The Gumpelgutch loves to play. You may bounce on his belly and call him Old Nelly, and fill up his nostrils with clay. Don't be afraid of his fangs, or that one young eye, or the scales on his tail in my beer. Go over and play with the Gumpelgutch, Tommy. There's nothing at all to fear. I'll wait for you here. I think he's trying to get rid of the kid. The loud trope. I'd like a coat of loud trope. It's warm and fleecy as can be, but note, what if the loud trope would like a coat of me? Oh, Peter would just love that. Kinda looks like a porcupine with all its needles down. The friendly old sleepy-eyed skirk. That's what it looks like. The sleepy-eyed skirk. He's a nice old thing. He'll let you sit inside his mouth. If you knock on his chin, he'll let you in, but I rather doubt he'll let you out. Ooh, scary. Squishy, squashy, stag it all. Skinny tall, who knows? But that's him. When singing songs of the scariness and of bloodiness and hairiness, I feel obligated at this moment to remind you of the most ferocious beast of all, 6,000 tons and 9 miles tall, the squishy, scratchy Stagget-tall that's standing right behind you. So, yeah, we made it through the book. It's good old Shel Silverstein. So, before I let you off, I guess I'll catch you up. I got the interview with the place, and after thinking about it long and hard, I decided that it probably would be best that I don't go with the job, because I don't think I'd be able to afford my own place with the wage, even though it's an increase on what I'm making right now. So yeah, I guess it's just not my time right now. Hopefully I'll find something else. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and enjoy the rain if it's raining like it is here. So bye!